Hello and welcome to the Trading with WebBar DD YouTube channel. We are going to analyze today's daily forecast. Before I dive into today's market, I would like to show you what happened with gold versus USD yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. You can see in the daily market channel, they had big bullish candles on Monday, as I mentioned in the Sunday morning weekly forecast. If you were able to watch that, you could see I mentioned in that video that the last 3 consecutive weeks were bullish. Therefore, I predicted that Monday, that week's Monday, could be the same. And as my predictions, yesterday was another bullish day. Okay, if you were able to enter the market, then you were able to get a good profit from that. Also, in our chart analysis, you can see after our sell zone, we had a sell zone yesterday when the price was around the 3888 area. That acted as a sell zone. After breaking that zone, it was acting as a buy zone. Okay, in my daily analysis, you can see I clearly mentioned my second buying option. After breaking that sell zone, you can enter the market with that pullback. And I told you to get take profit using the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, as I mentioned, you can see in the 15-minute chart that there's a very clear pullback around that area after breaking that buy sell zone. And that is the entry position. Okay, yes, it did not fill the 15-minute fair value gap below, but it did fill the value gap above. And that is enough. We already knew from other confirmations we did in our weekly analysis that Monday should be bullish. And we already broke that sell zone and saw that pullback. So you could enter the market with that bullish candle. Okay, if you were able to enter the market at that time, I think you got very good profit from that. I think it could be around 4,000 pips. Okay, so I would like to show you using the Fibonacci retracement that this is your take profit area. With that, you were able to get around 3,700 pips in that trade. Congratulations if you were able to take that big profit in the market. That's why I always mention the daily focus is very important to watch each and every morning. That will help you gain good confidence to enter the market, because sometimes you know what happened, but that you do not have confidence. After watching our or any other daily forecast, you will get good confidence and good confirmations to enter the market. Okay, please subscribe and share my video and comment as you do here. Okay, now I'm going to analyze today's market price action. Before that, I am going to delete all these old zones. These are all the zones we drew yesterday. I'm going to the 4-hour chart to draw our best buying and selling zones. Before that, I like to draw support and resistance, but I can't see any major pullback in the 4-hour chart. Therefore, I'm not going to draw any support or resistance. There is resistance around the 338892 area. After breaking that resistance yesterday morning, that line is now acting as support, and we can't draw any resistance around there because we do not know what will happen around that area. Price is currently 39.61 and looks like it's moving toward 4,000. Okay, let's draw the buying and selling zones. In this big rally on the 4-hour chart, you can see only one bearish candle around the 39.35 area. Okay, I would like to draw my first buying zone around this bearish candle on the 4-hour chart. I will reduce that area later using the 1-hour chart. Also, we can't see any pullback around that area, But with that big wick and this value gap, we can draw another buy zone with that bullish wick. Okay? This will be the second buy zone. Okay. There aren't many pullback areas to draw because the market is very bullish. These are the two zones which I can identify, but I would like to readjust them after using the 1-hour chart. Also, I would like to draw another sell zone around the top, which occurred this morning. And I would like to mark it as a sell zone. These are the three zones I can see in this market. I would also like to match these zones with our exponential moving averages. You can see there's a 4-hour 20 EMA around that area, and we hope it comes around that level to match the price. Okay. Or it could be another possible setup as price progresses. Now I'm going to the 1-hour chart, and you can see other zones. Okay. In the 1-hour chart, first of all, I would like to readjust this zone to that candle. Okay, that is very important because that is our major buy zone, which could occur. In this setup, you can see the 20 EMA is above that and the 50 EMA is below it. So I expect the price to come down and meet this zone. Okay, we have to wait to see what could happen. But you can also see there is a small pullback after this wick, but I do not like any zones regarding that big wick because that is not a big pullback or a big rally around that wick. Okay, so you can see we create another buy zone around the 3809 area, and it aligns first with the 100 EMA on the 1-hour chart. Okay, these are the three zones I can see in this big rally. So we have to wait to see how these zones will act in today's market. Okay, now I am going to draw the best possible buying and selling setups, which will help you enter the market. Okay, in this market, first of all, I think the price could go down around that zone, and it could form a big wick with that fair value gap. Okay, and sometimes another buy zone could occur, but I do not draw that. You can keep the dynamic 50 EMA as support. Okay, first of all, I would like to draw my first up buy at that zone, grabbing liquidity below the 20 EMA. You can enter the market with the 15-minute fair value gap confirmation, and your first take profit will be around 39.67. That is my first entry option for entering the market. The second entry option is below the 50 EMA. It could fill the fair value gap and grab liquidity below the 50 EMA, and 15-minute fair value gap, you can enter the market. Your first take profit will be at the 20 EMA, and the second take profit should be at the sell zone. That is my second setup. The third buy setup is below the 100 EMA near our second buy zone, and you can enter the market with the 15-minute fair value gap. Your first take profit will be at that buy zone, and the second take profit will be at the sell zone. These are the three major buy setups. So in this big rally, we can enter the market. After the breakout, you can enter the market with the 15-minute fair value gap. We don't need to fill the entire value gap. Touching it with the 15-minute wick is enough, as I mentioned in my tutorials. You can then close your take profit with Fibonacci retracements. There could be another buy zone around that area, but I do not draw that one because I want to get some confirmations during the daily progress, as that is not a major on the 4-hour chart. Okay, you can identify that later with the progress of the price action in gold versus USD. Those are today's forecast levels and possible trade setups. At the end of the day, come back and check if the forecast played out as expected. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and visit my website, trading.webrdd.com, for more updates. See you tomorrow.